We're gonna go on to Chainsaw Man. So yeah, sorry. Um, yeah, so where we left off in Chainsaw Man last chapter, the human weapons were about to attack a bunch of civilians to get Denji to turn back into Chainsaw Man, for the first time in I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a while, a couple of weeks at least, because of the fact that he's been living it up with what's it called, Makima's reincarnation. Yeah. So chapter 143, titled Roar by Tatsuki Fujimoto. Excuse me. Um, yeah, chapter 143, Roar of Chainsaw Man. So it opens on a cultist, I guess, or I don't know if he's a human weapon or what, but he says, "Listen up, children. Our orders are to make the humans scream as loudly as possible as we kill them. Uh, we'll target women and children, higher voices, better screams. My suggestion, go for the limbs, makes the sense of loss immediately visible." Then we see Katana Man, Sword Man. I don't know what to call him. He's the katana living weapon. He says the limbs, and he kind of cuts off. And then we see, is that Bomb? Is that Bomb? And she says, "Did you just call me a child? Uh, I'll be 82 this year. Show some respect." Wait, what? She's 82. She looks like a teenager. Um, so does that mean that the living weapons don't age? Is that what that means? Interesting. And then the sword devil is saying, an old hag. And she's like, "I'm no old hag, far from it. I'm eternally young and tough as nails. I'll never die. I'm a superior human specimen. I believe I was chosen by God." Okay, so does that basically confirm that they don't age? Or, well, don't grow old? And so the original guy says, "Fair enough, that'd make our imminent murder spree a message from God. I like the way you think, sounds like a true believer." They're attacking in like a minute or whatever. And your man says, "Let's wrap up the cigarettes. The operation begins at 5 on the dot." And your one says, "You were the only one smoking anyway." So yeah. Uh it's like 20 seconds to 5 or something. And the sword living weapon is looking at the clock, and he sees a kid fall on the floor and start crying, and he's sweating a lot, and he's like, "This is a message from God." "Yeah, a message from God. I'm a weapon. I'm only loaning out my body for a little bit is all." So he's the one who actually went to Denji and talked to him, and Denji was kind of like, "Why are you following these people's orders?" So he's having like second thoughts, obviously, at the moment. But we see them starting to gear up. Year one, the eternally young one, says "Kihihi." She's just laughing. Oh my god, what's going on? So as they're about to start, yeah, year one says it's showtime, but as she says it, some public, public hunters, what am I saying? A public hunter with a katana just slices through all of them, cuts the original guy that's talking's arm, one of his arms and two legs off, cuts your one's head off, as she's saying it's showtime, and then slices the sword devil's throat while also cutting one of his feet off. Um, cut his head off entirely. Actually, she just beheaded all of them in one go. Damn. Uh, that's interesting. But the sword devil turned into his devil form before. So how he does it is he takes his hand off, and he managed to do that before she killed him. So he transforms. He's still alive. He's like, "Why you?" Um, and she just slices his head off again and his arms. She just does not care. Who is this person? Oh my god. She just fucked them up. I don't know. Are the other living weapons alive? Living weapons are basically immortal, like, so I assume they are, but they're like immobilized or something. Who is this? I don't think we've seen her. Yeah, she's just standing over them. She has two katanas. It looked like she only had one, and it was just like a reflection or something. But no, she has two katanas. Um, yeah, she's just standing over their bodies, and the kid that tripped right before them is like crying, and he's staring at her like ah, and then she just says "rar." That's where we get the title of the chapter from, and he screams as he's running away. He's like ah, and she just takes out a thing and she's like got them. Uh, then we cut to the police doing something, and target suppression confirmed. Prepare to spend it. Prepare to send in Special Division 7 20 minutes after the media coverage. So Special Division 7 is the one that's the one that Denji was in, isn't it? Uh, Before Makima and Aki and all of them died. Basically, all of them died. Um, So we see on the news, this just in, multiple gunmen opened fire inside a department store today. The shooters were Chainsaw Man church followers. The death toll is unconfirmed at this time. However, the police and the National Devil Extermination Public Safety Commission have announced their plans to take swift action in response to the emerging possibility of Chainsaw Man church terrorist activities. So yeah, then we go to the Chainsaw Man Church HQ, and there's a guy watching that broadcast on TV. And he's like, "Oh, they'll search the building. If they find the weapons in the basement, we could be charged with treason." And the little kid that gave Denji the tour is like, "Whoa, weapons?" And then we see the fake Chainsaw Man guy, the guy that's always wearing the headband. And he's like, "No one ever told me we had any weapons. What the hell is going on?" And the old man was like, "Gather all combat trained followers outside the prayer room." And fake Chainsaw Man is like, "Explain what's going on here." And the old man's like, "I don't know a thing. Never heard a word about it, and neither did you, right, founder?" So your man is obviously not aware. The fake Chainsaw Man, he is not aware that the Church of the Chainsaw, I guess, or the Chainsaw Man Church, I prefer Church of the Chainsaw, is it is not what he thought it was. It's actually quite evil. It's basically working for Famine, isn't it? Or is that going to be the reveal that that's actually Death or something? That's like secretly pulling all the strings, because we know Famine. Obviously, War is Asa. Famine is some other student one. After taking over the body, she's just kind of in it for the chaos. We don't know Death, and we don't know Pestilence, or it could be something else. Could be Conquest or something. But we know there are four of them. We only know two so far, unless if I missed something. Yeah. So yeah, if you enjoyed, consider subscribing for more. Going to be doing weekly reactions and stuff. So yeah, peace.